Okay, so all I want to do here really quickly is just give a brief overview of the test of a patch, which really doesn't have a whole lot. Just thought I'd cover the basis, so I'll quickly go over the patch notes, which I did have open but don't have anymore. Just some basically test optimizing for the initial parts of the game. We still know that there's a bit of lag in that initial part of the game. Essentially what they've done while parachuting is decreased the view distance slightly, just to see if then um, that helps with the initial server optimization, which might also help with obviously client-side optimization as a um, as a byproduct. So the new crates here, we have the biker crate and the desperado crate. On the surface, I'm not really a big fan of the biker crate. I think this is the free one, I think. I'd imagine these two are quite cool to have. But in my opinion, definitely, unfortunately can't like click them to inspect them, which is a shame. But the desperado one looks way better. You have these two hoodies here which look really, really nice. The aviators look pretty good as well. Looks like we've got some new boots, some new gloves as well. Definitely liking those red ones. Personally, I think this is the paid one. Yeah. Possibly, yeah, because that's got a lock on it, which means you need a key for it. So I got 6 keys. If you go on the test servers now, you can open them up just to test out. So I'll leave the best to last. We're just going to open this Wanderer crate here, just because it's a Wanderer crate. I couldn't care less. So we have 3 of these and 2 of Desperado ones. So we'll start with the bike one. We'll start with a long sleeve t-shirt. We've also got a patrol cap. And finally, we've got some school shoes, brown. Right, we'll have a quick look now what this looks like. So, the cap here, if we equip it, that's what it looks like. Seems as if it takes your hair up if you are of the female character. I think I also got the school shoes. Look at the school shoes real quick. Yep, definitely not a big fan of those. Definitely preferring the work shoes or whatever. High top trainers. And we've got a shirt, another red shirt as well from the other one. Right, let's go back to my crates, and we have 2 of these crates left. So we can open the first one here. So I have 6 of these keys. We're going to use 1 to open it. Oh, there we go. So we've got some baggy brown pants. And finally here, got some leather boots. So now if we go back over to customization. Okay, let's have a look at the shoes first, equip those. When they load in, yep, they look alright. I mean, they're not like anything special. I was hoping to get the jacket really, but oh yeah, that's looking really slabby. It's gonna be a lot of slabs wearing those. Interesting one if you ask me. Definitely something that would just get on my nerves looking at. Not that I'm a third person player, admittedly. I'd rather wear something a little tighter. It's just, you know, who I am. I don't like seeing this because it just looks like you've had an accident and you've like pooped yourself and maybe peed yourself and now you're running around with all sorts of slush in your things, and yeah, it just doesn't look nice, especially as a brown as well, you know. So we're gonna equip that. But yeah, if I get these following this now, I won't be able to open another one now. So and the thing will probably be out for next week. And I imagine these crates are going to be 25 each, 25% each. Obviously, getting them initially, I'd be selling them straight away. Selling the crates off straight away just because these crates are definitely going to be quite valuable at first. It's really kind of annoying to spent my credits yesterday, and it's probably going to be out like guessing like maybe Friday. I'd imagine this is going to be out. It's not. They haven't added anything except these crates. They shouldn't cause any issues. Um, but who knows? So just going through the paid one here. You have the baggy pants, so I got the brown ones. I think the black ones would look better personally. The wide pants in red. Got some punk knuckle gloves in black. Those boots which I got. Sleeveless turtleneck top in grey and black. Got some red punk knuckle gloves. Another beanie. We got a brown beanie this time, although the other one was sort of brown, as like a brownie black as well. Striped shirt in grey. Got some long leather boots. In a It says brown. That's more of a tan, in my opinion. But yeah, and the same with these ones. These are like a bit more of a tan and a brown. That might be because my vibrance is turned up, and I have extras. The sharpener reshader. That's what I'm looking for. Leather boots brown. Basically just a copy of those, but in brown. Even though those are brown and that's like yellow. Training pants light blue. Again, very slavy. Glasses. I'm not a big fan of glasses personally. Checkered jacket. I mean, the more ridiculous you look in the game, the better, apparently. Aviator sunglasses. I think those will be a bit of a hit, but probably not for very long. Oh, excuse me. I thought I was going to sneeze. Long sleeved leather shirt. I don't know what to think about that one until I see it like properly. These two I really like. See if I haven't got webpage open, you can see, but they do actually show a little bit of this if you click on the patch notes on their Twitter. They actually look really good. This looks really good. Definitely like those. So those will probably be very expensive at first, very expensive. So if you get one of those, I'd be selling them on. They'll probably come down to what the coats were, maybe a little bit more because they have got the hood. Then we've got the cloth mask leopard, making it the joint second slash third mask to be. Well, this is a mask. I suppose the other one was a bandana, but technically it's a bandana as well. Okay, in this one, the shoes, got those, and a long sleeve red t-shirt. Dirty long sleeve t-shirt, dot shirt, another t-shirt with stripes, another shirt, skinny jeans, school shoes, another turtleneck, another beanie. This one's in grey. Got the gas mask, the half gas mask added in. Suppose that was going to happen eventually. Skinny jeans pink, sleeveless turtleneck, patrol cap, which I just got. Padded jacket purple, that was inevitable. Princess Power tank top. I imagine that's going to be an interesting one. Floral shirt, sneakers, a patrol cap in grey, which I don't know which one I prefer there. Biker pants, more biker pants, a floral shirt, that is a face full of colour, or a chest full of colour, I suppose. Aviator goggles, if you want to be little Anakin Skywalker in a pod race. We've got some jackets there. They say sleeveless biker jackets, they look more like old pilot jackets, if you ask me, especially this one. This one looks like an old pilot jacket. And then, of course, this cloth mask slash bandana as well, which is checkered. Overall, I think they're good. In the data files, there's more than this that was data mined from the 1.0 test servers. There was more than what was just added here. There was data mined. There was also parachutes. I would like to see the parachutes, truth be told. I think that they should have their own crate, just for parachutes, personally. I don't think they should cost because like they shouldn't cost real life money because like you should be able to buy them with BB and then just open them for free. The whole crate um like with key thing, I think it's fair enough to a degree. Obvious. I'm just glad that it's not a pay to win aspect. It's purely customization. There is a very like very minuscule amount of pay to win when you buy these items. Obviously, if you're camouflaged to whatever ground you're talking, so if you're wearing baggy pants, checkered shirt, sorry, the checkered jacket, and the beanie, for example, you're up against one of those town buildings in Miramar. You're going to be a little bit, harder to see than a guy who's wearing, the white leather hoodie, the red wide pants. You get the gist. So there's a small amount of pay to win, but I suppose at this point now they've sold probably close to 30 million copies. I know it's over 25 million. They've hit the 3 million, over 3 million concurrent players or 3 million players playing the game at the same time. Mark, is it going to go up from there? I mean, they're going to have to add something pretty big to the game, I think, to get that. But overall, I get it. Okay, they've got to keep an income. If we want to see this game keep getting updated, they need to get a reliable source of income. This is a reliable source of income. So if you plan on playing the game for hundreds and thousands of hours, not hundreds of thousands, if you played any game for 100,000 hours, I suggest you take a look at your life. But yeah, I've put I'm getting close to 700 hours now between the test server and the live servers. I think I got about 60 hours on this and 600, just over 600 hours on the main servers. So I'm getting up there. I don't mind spending a little bit for these cosmetic items. I mean, this is about the BP that I got on the live server anyway. So, I can buy these crates in and I'll just be selling them off straight away. Initially, it's just a reward for me playing the game, which is nice. But yeah, overall, I'm quite happy with it. I'm hoping that their anti-cheat backend is obviously quietly being constantly updated, make sure the cheaters are staying out. I haven't seen any cheaters for a while, but it's very difficult to tell, especially as the replays and the death cams are still very. Um, the whole spectator thing isn't very good yet. It's not to that, like Counter-Strike, when you're pretty much aiming at someone in Counter-Strike, you can see that in the replay without any lag. There's no like major lag. Obviously, Counter-Strike is a much smaller game. It's only 10 players in a server, much smaller maps. So I do get there's going to be some issues with that. But if it got to that point, then I think that would be perfect personally. But apart from that, the only issues with the game that I have is, yes, that loading thing which they're trying to work on, and the beginning sort of fights tend to be quite laggy still. Even when you're dropping in an area and you're only with one or two other people, it only takes one person to land beside you. If you can't, and you get to that gun first and you're spamming, dragging it across, and it's just not going in your inventory, like I've done it, and I'm like dragging it across into my next inventory and I'm clicking it across, because what I do at the moment is I click, drag, drag. Generally they have two ammo things, so I click the gun, drag, drag, and it just won't go across, which is incredibly frustrating. As long as all that's being worked on, I'm pretty happy to keep playing the game. I really like the game. Obviously I've put a lot of hours into it. If that means I got to make my, eventually over time my character look like I've been playing for a long time. But yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say. I'm glad they're still updating the game. I'm glad they're fixing things and they're adding them to the test server just to be tested, make sure there's no issues being dealt with. This is something that a lot of games, a lot of big games can really take note from. is that even these little things where they're just adding cosmetic items and a quick sort of optimization test, it's very minor. Even though the patch notes, I will try and find them quickly for you. They're not particularly hard to find. They are on a thing. This is very last minute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very tired. It's been a long sort of day for me. Um, okay, if I get, how do I do the yeah, This is the problem with only having one monitor is that um, you can very quickly sort of, it's not picking up my display. Sweet, right? It's just not liking me today. Uh, why? Okay, so the display captures are being brought up, so we're just going to bring that back, and I'll just copy the URL into the Steam overlay once I've got it here. Um, they've literally just posted it. There we go. There you go. Let's copy that. Go back in game. Just make sure that's being picked up. Of course it isn't. Such a Steam. Right, there we go. Right, now you can see that. We open up the web browser quickly. Go to their patch notes. So you go, there's the jacket there. Looks pretty good. It's like a half sort of PlayerUnknown's jacket. Looks pretty good. You go down, so we'll just do this. Add more objects to objects around La Bendita on Miramar to increase the amount of cover. Um, I, Miramar's really weird. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of cover, but when you get down to the nitty gritty, there's actually a weirdly large amount of cover. Reduce the visibility, the visible distance when parachuting down in order to test the optimization of server and client performance at early phases of the game. Thank you. This is what I was talking about. Very good. Change the design of the energy drink. This doesn't surprise me. Let's be fair, very similar to Red Bull. Wouldn't surprise me if Red Bull said, hey, we want money if you want to be doing this. And obviously Bluehole probably just said, no, we'll just change it. So we just see what they looked like. Adjusted the squad team colors. This is good because the colors weren't very. The orange and the yellow were a bit weird. Add a function where the player can select a more detailed criteria of the cheating function. So when you report someone, it's now a more detailed thing. I'd imagine it's a bit more like Counter-Strike. You got your aim, your walling, or whatever else it is. Just some stuff done with replays. Our player can watch the replay without extra delay in the following cases: solo mode, when the players run a match, when all teams are eliminated, when all teammates are eliminated. Bug fixes fix an issue where the player lands from the fix the issue with when a player lands from the plane, the position of the character teleports intermittently. Not sure what that means, truth be told. Fix the issue where the character animation is frozen after when rejoining after a crash. Fix the issue where the red zone. Oh, this must be okay. It's supposed to be for people that crash and you shoot in the face about 7 times and they don't exist. Hopefully, the character isn't there. It's actually like 10 feet down the road because the server thinks that it's over there and there at the same time and it doesn't know which to pick. Fix the issue where the red zone disappears instantly after it formed. This has happened a few times. I've been in game when it's happened. To be honest, get rid of the red zones completely. If you ask me, they are nothing short of like if you have like a position, you're holding Like it's not like an open position you've set up on a hill with your teammates. You've got all the stuff. You're looking around, and all of a sudden there's a red zone on you, and you're in the middle. And you have no car. Chances are you're probably going to die. Fix the issue where some vehicles spawns on Miramar are stuck to an object and unable to move. Haven't encountered this issue. Glad it's fixed. Fix the issue where player sometimes couldn't pass through a door even though it was open. This is to do with open door closing glitch. Sometimes they look closed but are open. Sometimes they're open but look closed. Fix the issue where mouse cursor would disappear on a replay map. Haven't encountered it. Haven't spent a lot of time in replay. Glad it's fixed. Fix the issue when replay and death cam were played, the crosshair was bouncing. Thank you. Fix the issue where the falling speed meter text was showing abnormally in Portuguese. Okay, that's fine. New content added to the 2 new crates, which we saw. Those are the drop rates for them. Test server only. I would imagine they're going to go like back to normal. These are the current things, the drop rates. This is, I'd imagine, mostly for the Chinese. So the turtleneck and the leather boots are at 8%. The punk knuckle gloves in black, the baggy pants black, striped t-shirt, wide pants, all 7.5%. You can go through this, the link's up there. And if I remember, I will put it in the description also. So those are all those, and obviously with these ones being the least likely to get. Again, same here. All of these, and then obviously these ones are the hardest ones to get. And that's pretty much it by the looks of it. If there are any bugs, obviously report them either through here, I don't know whether they look at this at all, or on their Twitter, or on the website on the website forums. Obviously, we want to make this game good and playable for us more than the developers, because let's be fair, if I show you right now the stats, there are a lot of people playing this game still. 2.8 million players peaked today. That's a lot of players. That's been a consistent number for probably 2 months, I would say. It's been at that number, more or less. Maybe it drops down to, 2.5 highs of, well, the high was 3.1, I think, in the end. So, yeah, there's a lot of players on there. There are going to be issues. I'm glad they're using the test server. They've been using test server right from the start. Good example for the rest of the gaming community. So thank you, Bluehole, for that. And until there is more to say, I will see you guys in the next one. Cheerio.